Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. What's good, people? How we doing? Let me just give this a quick share on Twitter so that people can come and say hello from Twitter. And we're live. Boom. Calm. Lovely. Hello, people. How we doing? How we doing? Yes, there is rain. The session might be delayed. Nothing's confirmed as of yet. So we're just going to play it by ear. But yeah, hope you're all well. Hope you're all good. Hope you're all happy. Welcome. I'm just going to get my Now TV opened up. And we'll have a little talk through FP1, 2, 3 predictions for qualifying. Because it's raining, so one thing you can guarantee is that we're going to get an unpredictable lineup, which is good. What's your dog there? Minton sat behind me, actually. You can't quite see him. Hang on, let me grab him. Minton, come here. Hello, mate. Hello. Oh, come here. Oh, here he is. Here he is. The boy wonder. Yeah. He's just been chilling. Right, I need to find qualifying. But log in, man. What am I doing? Yeah. Say hello to Minton, everyone. Hello, baby. Look at you. Look at how handsome and proud he looks. He's like... What's my impression of Minton? Oh, this dog's a joke. Right, love you, mate. Go sit on the sofa. Unable to connect and sign in. That's good. Can't access my Now TV for some reason, which is fantastic. Do I play Trackmania or just watch it? I sometimes play it. One sec. Go on, mate. I watch and play it. Why I can't... Oh, this is annoying. My Now TV is not working, which is less than ideal. Whoa, my God. That was my key light. Oh, right, that wasn't tight, clearly. There we go. That was almost an absolute disaster. Oh, dear. That scared the crap out of me. Oh, right. We're moving. Thank you, Rowney, for the 179. Appreciate you, mate. And thank you. I'd love to say your name, but I haven't got a clue how to. For the $9.99. Oh, the name is Kazuya. Pronounced Kazuya. Awesome channel. Keep up the hard work. Go McLaren. Thank you, Kazuya. Much appreciated. I read your name before I read the message. Right, hang on. I actually need to try and get my Now TV to work because it's not working for some reason. Is it maybe because I was watching FP3 earlier on my telly, so I might have to go and switch that off. I'm not sure. Oh, what the hell? Unable to connect to sign in. Please try again later. Well, that's not very helpful, is it? Right, hang on. I'm gonna have to put you on Be Right Back for a sec. Sorry, everyone. Right. I don't know what's going wrong. I'm gonna open the app on my phone. But yeah, FP1, FP2, FP3 were pretty... I mean, FP3 was a bit of a... There wasn't much in a way of... I mean, it's good for, you know, if we've got a rainy day tomorrow, then it's good for the drivers to get a bit of their eye in. And Lando went out on slicks at the end, didn't he? But yeah, it's been lashing down today, so we'll see. Yesterday, obviously, Charles and Max both crashed. In fact, why am I not got the screen up? There you go. As you can see from the picture, this side, Max's wreckage. Charles had to change chassis, which is a bit peak for him. Not ideal, but I mean, you shouldn't have crashed. At least they crashed in FP2, so they had time to recover. Sorry, I'm not being rude. I'm trying to open my Now TV app on my phone to see why, because for some reason I can't open Now TV. No idea why. Classic. See, I'm logged in. I'm logged in on my phone. But it just I might have to watch it on my phone, which will be a bit annoying. But there you go. Never mind. Yeah, not a great showing for, because Charles also had an issue towards the end of FP3. So I would be surprised if Charles does well. But at the same time, it's one of them that, again, if it's a rainy session, if it's changeable during the qualifying session, my Now TV's still mugging me off. Anything can happen. What team am I supporting? I don't really support any team. I support drivers more than I do teams. It's still not connecting. I have no idea why. Fantastic news. Can't even log into my account. Hang on, right. Let me turn... manage devices. Can you... Why is this app so bad? Okay. Whatever Now TV. Mug me off. Fine. Do what you want. Right, let me just make sure I can actually watch it on my phone. Let me just make sure. Also, how bad... I know Arsenal were 3-0 down. Are they still getting battered by City? Yeah, look. I can watch it on my phone. Right, so I'm just going to have my phone there. Hopefully, Now TV on my computer will sort itself out shortly. Is it 4-0 now? Oh, dear. Classic Xhaka getting himself sent off. Yeah, Now TV is pretty terrible, to be fair. But I was having issues with F1 TV as well, so... Not great options, unfortunately, for me. Anyway, right. Let's talk about my predictions now. Because going into this session, top 6, obviously Valtteri Bottas has a 5-place grid penalty. And Lance Stroll has a 5-place grid penalty. So don't be surprised that neither of those drivers are in my top 6 because of the penalties. Obviously, if Bottas qualifies P2, then he'll drop back 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Bottas would have to put it on pole to start P6. So he's not in my top 6. It's still pretty rainy. It is looking pretty wet. Safety cars going around. You're going to have to let me know if they're... because I can't hear it because I don't want the stream to get clamped by F1, do I? I'm going to open another browser, see if this helps. Someone in the comments suggested that, which is actually a very good idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that myself. Is it going to work though? Probably not. I mean, it doesn't look like it's going to work. But yeah, let's look at my prediction, shall we? This is what I think is going to happen. I think this has got Hamilton pole written all over it. Bottas... Wait, what? No, hang on. Wait. Wait. There we go. They're my predictions. I did it last night and I forgot about Bottas's grid penalty. So, yeah, these are my predictions. I redid them this morning when I remembered that Bottas has got a grid penalty. Science top 6. Why is that so out there? He's in a Ferrari and Science is a wet weather god. So, yes, I'm saying Science P3. That's my prediction. That's what I think is going to happen. But who knows? Unfortunately, I can't see the future. Why is Now TV so terrible? Like, honestly. Right, let's try like a bloody incognito browser, see if that works. What? That's so weird. So I've done it in an incognito browser and it's fine. All right, Now TV, calm, very good. Great quality products I'm paying for here. I already have the Now TV player. Open Now TV. Boom. All right, sick. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're moving, people. We're good. But yeah, I think Lewis will stick it on pole. That's my best guess as to what will happen. Clear them cookies. Too many cookies. We do actually have, so Hannah's away this weekend and she left loads of cookies here. So I'm struggling to not gorge on cookie goodness. All right, calm, cool. Streams up, Twitter, shared on that. You're all here. Thank you everyone for coming. This should be fun. It looks like the session is starting. What I am going to do actually, my audio might go a bit weird here, but I'm going to stick my headphones on. My nice headphones from Veloce. Big up. Big up Veloce for the headphones. We actually just put a video out which was actually properly funny. It was so fun to film, honestly. It was hilarious. You should watch it after this. Cool. I can hear. It's very quiet. There we go. Cool. All right, sweet. I've got this coming through my headphones, so I can listen in if I need to. But yeah. Matthew, get your mind out the mud, you dirty man. Oh, right, here we are, people. Here we go. Here we go. Just watch the game show. It is good fun. Hayden is born. Hayden is like Vernon Kay. He's literally Vernon Kay. It's hilarious. I'm not here. Hang on, I'm going to stick these on. Let's hear if there's any news about the start being delayed. I mean, quali should start soon, but start of the qualifying session will be delayed. Confirmed. Crofty just said it. It is delayed. Hopefully not for long. What was it last time? Last time I did one of these, I started it an hour early. But this is the first time I think we've had a delayed session that I've done one of these for a while. I don't know. It just says it will be delayed. So we just got to waffle for a bit, haven't we, really? But that's kind of my thing, isn't it? Kind of what I'm best at. Just talking a lot and without actually saying much. But yeah, it is delayed. Qualifying is delayed. It's not saying when till though. I mean, fair enough. Like, hopefully it will clear up fairly soon, but we'll see. I do, Melina. I do it all the time. I do. Well, I guess, I mean, obviously, given what happened yesterday, given a lot of the conversation before this weekend anyway about Spa, I did a little Instagram live yesterday. Also, thank you, Eve, for becoming a friend of Tommo. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, obviously, actually, there's a few things we'll talk about that first. Obviously, Raidillon Eau Rouge, is it too dangerous? Should it be changed? Blah, blah, blah. My opinion, the ribbon of tarmac, I would like to stay the same. I don't want them to add kind of a chicane or anything. But the surrounding of the track, there definitely needs to be, that definitely needs to be looked at. Because you can't consistently, the reason, this is the thing, right? Back in the day, back in the 70s, right? Back in the 60s, you crash anywhere, and if you're going at any that's reasonably quick, you're probably not going to survive the accident. But the fact that incidents, like, you can name all these incidents that have happened at Eau Rouge Raidillon in recent years, and it's disproportionate relative to other corners at other tracks, right? And there's always going to be certain tracks that attract more incidents, but we remember the Eau Rouge Raidillon ones more recently because of the outcome, because of how scary they've been. So, for example, like, again, Max Lewis at Copse, Silverstone, right? Copse Corner is designed in such a way that you can go off at 180 miles an hour, you can hit the barrier at 51G, but also you can get out the car and be okay. Like, the corner is designed, the runoff is designed so that there's lots of gravel, you know. It's designed in a way that you can have that crash and most of the time you're okay and you can get out of it, right? Can you hear it? Hang on, let me just turn it down. A 5-minute warning to Q1 will be provided. Cool. I'll let you know then. I'll let you lot know when we get the 5-minute warning. Yeah, it's just the police are outside. It's fine. I live in London, so there's always police around. But yeah, so I just think it's one of them that, you know, we can't just keep ignoring the fact that these incidents keep happening, because, you know, it's one. I think you have to be proactive. I don't want to change the corner. I don't want to change the ribbon of tarmac. I don't think that's necessarily the issue. The issue is that you hit a wall when you're likely to bounce back on the racing line, which is what's happened numerous times. So, Tommo getting swatted. It's the Rozzers. No, that's just the norm around here. But yeah, that's what I think. You know, I don't want to see the actual corner itself change again. I don't want to see the ribbon of tarmac change, but I want to see the surrounding change. I know the forest is protected. I know but we're human beings. We can make these things work. All right. Formula One's like one of the richest sports in the world. Like, they can make it work if they really, really want to. But yeah, Perez confirmed for 2022, which I think is the right call. I think it makes sense. I said in my Pierre Gasly versus Sergio Perez video, you know, there was a lot of talk, obviously, would Pierre get the opportunity? Because Pierre, over the last 2 years, since he got dropped, which was literally, it was this race 2 years ago, wasn't it? It was his first race back in Toro Rosso. Tommo supports deforestation. There's like, you can cut away, like, there's about 20 trees, all right? Plant them somewhere else, it's fine. I'm not asking them to wipe out the whole bloody, just make it a bit wider. But anyway, I know you're on the wind up, it's fine. Yeah, so I think Sergio 2022, like, he's been doing a better job than Pierre, a better job than Alex did in that car, clearly. Still a way off in qualifying, but race pace has been much better. And also, I think, like, going into 2022, everyone's going to have to get used to those new cars. Perez is a known entity. We know how good Sergio Perez is. There is zero doubt how good he is when he's confident and happy and comfortable in a car, which he clearly isn't right now, fully at Red Bull. Yeah, I support tree holiday, tree relocation. Also, if you've been watching that, I actually really like Marcin. You know, Marcin Bodkowski, who's like the Alpine technical lead or whatever, joint team principal. I think he's jokes. I actually think he's really good fun. Will, you've converted to West Ham. It's about time, mate. It's about time. Arsenal were lost cause, mate, I'm afraid. But yeah, I'll let you know when we get the 5-minute warning to it restarting again. That's confirmed. Alonso's confirmed for 2022, which again, he had a 1+1 deal. He was always going to get that renewal because of how well he's been driving. I know people are upset that Alpine Academy drivers aren't getting the opportunity. I mean, look at Piastri right now, Joe. You know, they're 1 and 2, I think, aren't they? 1 and 2 in F2 right now. I mean, I get it. I get the frustration, but at the same time, like, they've got one team. They've already got Ocon in there, who is a, you know, Renault. He was signed by Renault when he was a kid. You know, he's been part of that Renault team as much as he's been part of Mercedes as well. Like, you know, I think he counts as a Renault junior. They're the ones who kept his career going when he was a kid. And yeah, I just think that I think Piastri's quality. I think Piastri maybe should. The problem is, it's the first year of the new regulations. As a team, do you want to risk going for a rookie in these new regulations when you really want to maximise opportunities, or do you play it safe? I wouldn't be surprised if we see no rookies in F1 next year. I would not be surprised, because I think the potential downside of having a rookie that you can't really rely on. I mean, you look at the difference in performances between Gasly and Tsunoda in the same car. You know, if you had two Pierre Gaslys, that AlphaTauri is 100% in the conversation with McLaren and Ferrari. If you have two Tsunodas, that's easily the 7th worst, if not there with Alfa Romeo, car on the grid. You know what I mean? No update on when quali is starting. Hang on, I'm going to put a text box thing here. Hang on, if I just, so that people know. How do I duplicate this? Duplication. Copy. I guess. Control C, Control V is not working for some reason. Okay, so in this one. Don't want to do that. Red flag Tsunoda. Apparently that's what I had last time here. No, that's not. This is fake news, everyone. Quali delayed. There we go. That's interesting. That last time I did one of these, Tsunoda had. Hang on, let me just do. Wait, hang on. I know this looks terrible right now. There we go. Delete. Right, sweet. I just predicted it. It's an early prediction. I mean, there's worse predictions out there. But yeah, we're just gonna have to sit tight, everyone. Yeah, it's not allowed me to spread fake news. It's not allowed me to make up and Photoshop that Bottas has got his contract extended. Some people were so angry. Oh my God, it's Twitter. Calm down. People take themselves too seriously, man. Like, it's a sport. It's racing. Quality. All right, hang on. I need to add more information because people are asking. Because rain. There we go. I don't like the line spacing on this. Can I change that? I can't change the line spacing. The space between quali delayed and because rain is too big. But there you go. We'll have to deal with it. My feed's definitely a bit delayed compared to some of yours because 5-minute warnings come up. So we should be starting soon. Sick. If I actually get my countdown ready. Can you explain why rain occurs? I wish I could. Something to do with God. Something to do with Jesus. Well, it still is delayed. It's still not started yet. So, but yeah. Why is Spa called Spa? I don't actually know. You know what? I actually don't know. Right. Unless you lot were trolling in the chat, I should be getting a 5-minute warning soon. But no, I can do the audio with my thumb on these headphones. It's actually sick. Down, up. Brilliant. I'm not that far behind, Will. Imagine if I was. So yeah, Alonso's confirmed. Again, no-brainer. Going into 2022, Alpine have got big plans, big ambitions, and I think, you know, when Ocon's driving well, which I think he is, he was unfortunate with that bloody chassis issue. Fernando's driving well already, and that's a great lineup. Yeah, I think in the new cars it'll be interesting to see what Sergio's gap to Verstappen is in the new cars. That will be I'm fascinated to see what that kind of gap's going to be. I truly am. But yeah, we'll see. Safety car's still just ploughing around. It doesn't look like it's raining anymore. I don't know if it's like just calmed down a bit. I've got like a deep spot right here. It really hurts. But yeah, again, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see any rookies in F1 next year. Because I think there's too much to... Why take the risk? I think AlphaTauri will be either Gasly Sonoda or Gasly Albon. Maybe. I might add it to getting the new headphones. Well, I got these from Veloce, so I've only got 2 pairs of headphones. I used to have a pair of what are the Triton? The gaming ones. They're like white and they had the microphone. They were actually so good, and because they were Wii U branded, right? I got them for like 30 quid, and their quality was insane on them. Who thinks Tommo should be an F1 commentator? Mate, no. Never. That would be so bad. I have no place in a comms box. I wouldn't actually want to do that either, to be honest. I'd rather just be myself. Triton just disappeared. Fair enough. Yeah, they were good. What shampoo do I use? You know what? I actually use one of the shampoo brands that is advertised on Sky Sports. If you know, then put it in chat. All right, we should be starting soon, which is happy, which is good. I'm grateful for that. So I can stick that on, and then if everyone's pulled up, everyone's parked up down the pit lane. There doesn't appear to be any rain. I can't see any rain. I think the Williams have got inters on. Lando's definitely got wets on. I think both Williams have gone intermediate. So we'll see. We will see. See how far delayed I am as well. Because my feed's always delayed relative to you lot. That's just the story of my life. But this first is, 18 minutes long, isn't it? It should be starting any second now, so fingers crossed anyway. Yeah, we started. All right. I'm guessing we've got. I've made a guess on the timer. I will need to update this as we go. Yeah. Okay. I'm 8 seconds behind. Right. Okay. Hang on, let me just adjust this. So that will be 30:58. Oh my god, what was this doing? There we go. 52. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Right, cool. If you want to synchronize to my feed, I'm about, I don't know how many seconds behind. How many seconds am I behind most of you? I'm probably like 45 seconds behind. Oh, thank you, Clorox, mate. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you very much, mate. Long term. See, what you've done beautifully with your account is you've made it so unique. It's just bleach. Like it stands out, and you know, I see so many accounts, I see so many names, and it's one like that. It just stands out, you know. About 45 seconds. Yeah, I mean that's not great, but it is what it is. Now TV, eh? So yeah. It's funny as well, because Now TV on my TV in the living room is quicker, like is less delayed than on my computer. Don't understand why. No idea. Absolutely no idea why. But anyway, right, so everyone's pretty much out on track. Russell and Latifi on inters. It looks like pretty much everyone else is on wet. So the Williams are testing the waters, for want of a better term. That's quite a good term because it's wet. Is it 5-0 to City? Oh, God. Oh, no. I can see the Emirates from my balcony as well. I can see the tears. But it's at City, isn't it? They're playing at the Etihad, right? I'm assuming. But yeah, that's yeah, they're playing it. There's still time for more as well. Ugh. Oh, Arsenal. Oh, Arsenal. To be honest, I know they've had a lot of injuries. I don't pay enough attention to Arsenal to have an educated opinion on whether Arteta should be out or not. But there you go. Anyway, right. Williams boys are starting their laps on intermediates. George is taking the widest line through turn one. That is a lot of water. That is... Intermediates are brave. Very brave. Oh, he's going quick as well. Radion Eau Rouge is an immense corner. But that's what I'm saying. And it should stay an immense corner. But you should be able to have a crash and not be thrown onto the back onto the circuit. That's all I think the drivers are asking for. Right, here we go. I do wonder if the Inter was the... I mean, these tracks tend to dry quite quickly. Last time we had... What was the last wet... Well, Hungary dried pretty quick, didn't it? Obviously, it just depends on... It's a case-by-case basis, but, you know. Thank you, Dead Fruit, for the £2. My friend Alex's B-Day is today, same as Bias. There you go. Happy birthday to Alex. And thank you, Dead Fruit. Dreadfruit, sorry. Not Dead Fruit. Latifi is in the grass. That is yellow flags for George. So George will have to get out of his lap, unfortunately. Maybe the Inters weren't the right choice. I mean, he's kept it going. He just spun on the grass. No damage for the Williams there, which is good for Nicholas, but that also spoilt George's lap. I do wonder if, looking at the sector times, whether they were going quicker than... Yeah, no, okay. So, okay. Oh, wow. Oh, damn. So Latifi just went wide onto the tarmac. Thought, okay, I'm just going to drive across the grass to get back on the track. And the grass was just waterlogged. So he just drove through a basically lake that was built into the grass. So not amazing. Lewis goes green first sector, which tells me that the wet is probably the right tyre for right now. I think the Williams lads will probably just have to park it up in the pits, and that's not ideal for their quality, is it? Just maybe wait and see, because I don't think the Inter's the tyre at the minute. Although Russell's time's still quicker than Raikkonen and Norris. Okay, fair enough. Sonoda, though, 2 tenths behind Russell. Russell must have had to get out of his time. So I reckon the intermediate probably is quicker, actually, to be fair. And as time goes on and it's not raining, yeah, I reckon probably because Gasly's... So Russell's still sitting second. Gasly's 10.8, Hamilton 10.9. Russell 2.11.7. But obviously Russell had to get out of his lap because of Latifi. But then Lewis went really wide. Okay, yeah. This quali is going to be a madness. So we'll see. I don't think anyone's going to be able... I think my predictions will be wrong because this is impossible to predict. But here we go. Ricciardo, 6 seconds quicker than Lando. Wow, there you go. 5 seconds, sorry. Confirmed. Norris in the mud. Ricciardo, best driver. I'm joking. Perez goes quickest, 2:10.1. 2 minute lap times. Spa is a long track and it's in the rain. Russell, purple first and second sectors on the intermediate. The intermediate is definitely the quicker tyre. That's for sure. George is on a mad one. And he's right behind. Hopefully Verstappen doesn't hold him up. About to finish his lap. No, he should be fine. So George will probably come through quickest here. Yeah, by 5.5 seconds. George Russell, 5.5 seconds clear of Max Verstappen. Who needs Mercedes? He's already quickest in the Williams. It's done. And the Latifi goes 3 seconds slower than Russell. I mean, he must have made a mistake. But still goes second. Russell, look, just take a screenshot of this. Like, just take a mental image of this. Russell Latifi 1 and 2 in Williams. This is 2022. Williams are going to smash it. They're going to be 1 and 2 every race. Stop the count. The count must be stopped. So we've got Ocon's the only person not to set a lap time yet. No one's crashed, although I've said that someone's definitely going to crash. Perez is out speaking on the radio, but I can't hear him. Yeah, so it's Russell, Latifi, Norris, Verstappen, Bottas, Hamilton, and now we're seeing Lewis do something, so I can't see who is positioned where. What's he doing? First corner, Lewis, very wide. Whoa, that is sketchy. And that's on the wets as well. Well, obviously the Inter's the quicker tyre. That is clear as day. Clear as day. So everyone's got to come in on Inters. Because the problem with the wets, if you're not operating at prime wet condition, then they'll just overheat and then you'll have even less grip than you would on the Inters. But there you go. Everyone's coming in. Yeah, still 5-0 to City. 5-0. Oh, Arsenal, mate. Arsenal. Come on. Just cringe now. So, yeah, Russell, Latifi, Norris, Verstappen, Bottas, Stroll, Vettel, Hamilton, Alonso, Gasly, Perez, Leclerc, Tsunoda, Giovinazzi, Ricciardo, Mazepin, Sainz, Raikkonen, Schumacher, Ocon. I reckon I'd do a better job than Matt in a race rundown. I used to film race rundown. And he would bottle it. And I'd be like, Matt, you're in the mud, mate. Tommo F1 commentator should never happen. That should never be allowed to happen. I will stay independent. Right, Ocon's going out on Inters. Come on, SD. He's my SD. He's my SD. That's right. There we go. 8 1,000ths quicker than George in the first sector. But it is so wet still. Oh, come on, Esteban. I feel like Esteban's, right now, he's definitely my favourite driver in F1 right now. Obviously, hopefully when, Alex comes back, Alex will retake his throne. But right now, Ocon's my number one, gotta say. I just really like gangly, lanky, awkward drivers. And that's what Alex and Esteban both are. Reminds me of myself. Right, Stroll and Alonso are still on wets for some reason. I'm sure that will be changing shortly. He's coming up to traffic, Esteban. Hopefully this doesn't hinder his lap time. Yeah, he lost a chunk of time to Russell. He's lost over a second in that middle sector. So the conditions are just changing all the time, and it's so easy to just take a slightly rubbish line and then you just lose loads of time. He's coming up to traffic as well. I'll get out of his way, please, I beg. Don't get in his way, please, come on. There's a Williams ahead of him. Oh, they've gone in the pits. Okay. Esteban shouldn't have lost too much time there. Where's he going to come out? On Inters, he's going to go second, probably. He's going to go slower than Latifi. He must have lost a lot of time. Oh, actually, no, Latifi improved. Oh, fair enough. Oh, the Williams on fire. In the wet, apparently. There you go. Lewis, not the cleanest pit stop, but we've got the Inters on. That's what matters. Whew. So it looks like it's started raining again, maybe. So Williams got their Inter. I don't know. I can't tell if it's raining or if it's just spray. Croft is talking about potentially, yeah, more. I mean, look, drop zone at the minute is Schumacher, Raikkonen, Sainz, Mazepin, Ricciardo. That's the current bottom 5. Come on, Carlos. You've just got to get a good lap in. You've just got to get a lap in before the heavens open up. But that's the thing with like rain running. Like it's never going to be completely fair. Like it's going to be changeable. But then obviously, I suppose when it's wet, qualifying is less important, I'd say, than in dry, because it's more predictable in the dry. Whereas like people are going to be spinning off and unsighted if we start the race in the wet. It depends how we start the race. Hopefully, science goes quickest, so science is fine. I think everyone's going to be in a bit of a rush to get their lap time in now, because, I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised if it starts raining. Ricciardo needs to get his time in ASAP. Wow, how the hell did Perez, Sainz and Russell all put times within less than a tenth? Okay, Ricciardo now goes quickest. GG Daniel. Yeah, because a lot of drivers have put wets on now. Leclerc then goes quickest on inters. Russell looks like he's going to... Russell then goes fastest. Everyone's still getting quicker. Verstappen's about to go fastest, I think. He is. 1:59.6. Norris is purple first and second, coming into the final little chicane. Boom. I think Norris might go fastest. Yep, there we go. Who's it looking bad for? I mean, the AlphaTauri lads need to get their lap times in. There's a lot of drivers down there. The Mercedes, both of them as well. Hamilton's a second and a half off of Norris, but that would still be more than enough to put him in the top 15. Tsunoda only improves to P9. Has it started raining? Brundle's saying that, if conditions stay as they are, then everyone should be able to put in a relative representative time. Alonso's bottom. Hamilton is about to go P4. Mazepin's now bottom. No, Alonso was never bottom. I just couldn't see Gasly and Mazepin believe him. Gasly needs to put a time in. Pierre, where are you? Okay, he goes P5. That's fine. That's fine. Bottas, where's he going to put it? 7th. Schumacher, Stroll, Vettel. Both Aston Martins in the drop zone at the minute. Alonso also in the drop zone. Ocon is on a lap. He's improved. Green first and second sector. Perez goes P4. So it's Norris, Verstappen, Russell, Perez, Hamilton, Gasly, Leclerc, Bottas, Ricciardo, Sainz, Latifi, Giovinazzi, Tsunoda, Ocon, Mick Schumacher, Mazepin, Raikkonen, Stroll, Vettel, Alonso. Ocon goes 9th. Alonso goes 12th. But then most drivers have put representative times in. Stroll's 9th. So Norris top of the tree at the minute. Hamilton, purple first sector. So he's doing another one. He's 5th at the minute, so he's probably safe anyway. Latifi goes 6th. We're gonna lose some names there. I mean, the Haas's don't look. This is an opportunity for Haas, and they don't seem to be taking it. They're still right down at the bottom, having a bit of a struggle. Hamilton's pretty much matched Lando first and second sector. But yeah, not long to go. You can see. I don't need to tell you how long to go. Vettel needs to put a lap time in. Where are you, Seb? Seb's the only person who hasn't. Oh, big lock from Hamilton. Jeez. Oh, fair play. Save that. Goes P2. There you go. Lewis second. Vettel. Where is Vettel? Where is Sebastian? I don't know where he is. He's going through his first sector, I think. So the current drop zone is Tsunoda, Schumacher, Mazepin, Raikkonen, Vettel. Bottas goes up to P4. Come on. Come on. Vettel's green first and second sector coming into the final bit now. He should be fine. He looks like he should be fine as long as he doesn't mess this up, which he hasn't. Vettel goes 10th. There we go. That'll do. Alonso is on the cusp here. Ricciardo's 14th. Ocon 13th. Alonso improves only to 12th. Ricciardo is now at risk. Please, Daniel, come on, mate. Slower first. Quicker second. Daniel's not going to get able to set another time here. Daniel might be out here. Daniel could well be out here. I think Daniel improves to 12th. Okay. Verstappen, Norris. So Ocon's at risk here. Come on, Esteban, please. Come on. Verstappen goes quickest. Norris then takes it from Verstappen. Fair play, Lando. Didn't even need to do that, but he did because he can. Giovinazzi's improving here. This is not looking good for Ocon. Tsunoda is out. Giovinazzi's big improvement here. I reckon. Raikkonen's out. Giovinazzi. No, Giovinazzi's out. Okay, Ocon's safe. Oh, Esteban living on the edge there. Lando absolutely killed that. Verstappen took first, and then he was like, nope, I'm taking that back. Boom. All right, let me update the graphic. Whew. Surely the Hasses aren't going to dislodge. Right. So, yeah, it's Giovinazzi, Tsunoda, Schumacher, Raikkonen, Mazepin. Tsunoda out in Q1 again. Yikes. That's not, like, when you look at where Pierre is, like, it's just not good enough. Yeah, alright. Let me just get these updated. People are still putting lap times in, but there's not really any necessity. Unless Mazepin puts an absolute worldie. No, he's gone. Alright, Schumacher. Tsunoda looked like he... Oh no, it was Gasly. Tsunoda. Right, I think we've got Q2 done now. So let me just double check where everyone is. No, you're not going to show me, Sky? Sweet. Yeah, don't. It's not like I want to see where everyone finished. It's not like that's interesting to me or anything. No, it's cool. Just crack on, Sky. You do you. Okay. So it should update. Yep. Okay, cool. There we go. Q2 is done. I mean, no huge surprises. Tsunoda's gone out in Q1 so many times this year. Can't say there's many surprises there. Raikkonen behind Schumacher. Look, hang on. Let me just... Straight away, I want to do something. Raikkonen qualifies behind Schumacher. Kimi. I can't, like, we can't keep making excuses. I'm sorry. But if that's not L of the day, I don't know what is. Kimi's definitely in line for, like, L of the day. Qualifying behind Schumacher. But we'll see. And Raikkonen crashed in the pitch yesterday. It's true. It is true. I won't confirm Kimi is L of the day just yet because, you know, Max could go out in Q2. Lewis could go out in Q2. That would be more of an L. But, you know what I'm saying. Kimi just said it's a disaster. I mean, look. When you look at the fact that Pierre has qualified top 6 8 out of 11 races so far this year. Obviously not including today, because we haven't got to Q3 yet. And you look at how many times Tsunoda's gone out in Q1. Like, he's being Van Dorned. Pierre Gasly is doing to Yuki Tsunoda what Alonso did to Stoffel Van Dorn. He's being Van Dorned. But yeah. The new chassis for Mazepin seems to have helped him a lot. I sense the sarcasm now. But yeah, Lando's looking different gravy. Can't lie. I mean, judging on Q1, I don't know. Don't want to get ahead of myself, but if these conditions stay a little bit greasy, a little bit damp, then we could be looking at a Lando pole. Stranger things have happened. Much stranger things have happened in this sport. But there you go. Have Arsenal officially lost now? He's not being Van Dorn because Van Dorn had all the bad parts. Well, we don't know what goes on, do we? We don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Would you like a t-shirt? Donut Media. Big up Nolan. Yuki's probably the second best rookie, and that's not saying a lot. That's not saying a lot at all. Him and Mazepin have been pretty equally bad this year. Let's be real. All right, cool. Well, we should be fairly soon starting Q2. Hopefully. Won't be too long. Opinions on the Ronaldo move. I'm glad he's going to United and not City. That would have just been weird, him being at City. Whereas at least it's a bit of nostalgia, because Ronaldo at Man United was unreal. Like objectively, just watching, neutrally, watching Ronaldo at Man United he was just something else, wasn't he? So I will enjoy that when we're not playing against them. What happened with Kimi? Look, again, I'm not one for conspiracy theories typically, but just making sure I switch the oven off. But it would not surprise me if Kimi was just like about qualifying, and then was just like, I just like racing because it's more fun overtaking people that are slower than me and finishing and qualifying behind them, you know. West Ham score. We kick off at 3:00, so that is not known as of yet. Right, Q2 has begun. Oh, right. Let me get the time set up. It's 15 minutes, isn't it? So that'll be... just ignore that timer for the time being. I'm not sure, actually, if that's correct. What's science saying on the radio? Show me the timer, Sky Sports, please. Just show me the timer of how long there is left on the session. Please, I beg. I beg. Right, Verstappen's gone out on inters. That's all I can tell you, as of yet. There we go. Right, the timer has appeared. I'm 8 seconds off again. There you go. So, there we go. 52. Stop, start. Boom. All right, sweet. Again, if you want to synchronize your feed to mine here, I'm about 45 seconds behind the actual, the actual proper live feed. The livest of feeds. Apart from actually being there, obviously. That is as live as it comes. All right, cool. Now we wait. Do I think Latifi and George? I think Williams have got a good chance to get into Q2. Like, we just don't know if is it going to start raining again. You know, I think just what's important with it is when you know the conditions are good, just make sure you get your lap time in. Problem is, if the conditions are relatively good anyway, because everyone's on intermediates, and you bottle your lap time, you make a mistake, then you might not get another chance, whereas you would usually in normal conditions. Looks like Mercedes are putting on another set of inters. I thought we already had a set of inters on. I don't really know. Lewis is coming back in the pits. Maybe his inters they do look a little bit worn, to be fair. But that front left looks a bit chafed. Not ideal. But yeah, we'll see. Still didn't finish behind Mazepin. Sort of like no fun overtaking. I mean, yeah. It's a bit dangerous, isn't it? Right, off he goes. Valtteri first. Well, Lewis definitely came in the pits, though. Valtteri must have come in after him. Cool. Cool. Lando is out on a quick lap now. Perez on the radio. Don't know what he said. I mean, I'm not gonna get too excited about Lando, but it could be very good if he holds it together. And we know he's got the minerals. Red Bull made a massive mistake letting Carlos leave, though. Yeah, I mean, it's one of them as well. Like, would he have become the driver he is without that McLaren opportunity? You know, it's hard to say. Yeah, Norris is looking pacey today. He is looking speed. Ooh, damn. Well, also F1 Fantasy. Did anyone make any changes to their F1 Fantasy? I decided to do the switcheroo back to my original. So originally I had Sainz and Ocon in, Perez and Russell came in for them, and now I've gone back to Sainz and Ocon. But yeah, I don't know. I got excited because Ocon's got 2 points finishes in a row. But then he almost went out in Q1, so that wasn't so good. Hannah's just messaged me. Right, 10 minutes to go. We got Lando goes quickest, 7 tenths quicker than Gasly. Russell 2.5 behind. Thank you, Rosalie, for the $5. Hey, Tommo, I tuned along kind of late. Turned up kind of late. Is it still muggy in Spa? Well, how about muggy? It's wet. It's still very moist at Spa. Ricciardo, 1.7 seconds slower than Lando. Yikes. That's not good. That's not good at all. Right, cool. Alpine's both slower than the... Wow, the Alpine's not very quick. Vettel goes quicker than Gasly, goes second. Norris, Vettel, Gasly, Leclerc, Russell, Ricciardo, Sainz, Latifi, Ocon, Alonso. Stroll. I think we might be losing both Alpines here in qualifying. I thought Alpine would have a really good weekend this weekend because that Renault package was so good here last year. With Ricciardo, particularly, but Ocon did a good job as well. Actually, to be fair, I can't remember how good Ocon did. But Ricciardo did a good job. He came third, didn't he? Did he come third? I know he was catching right at the end, wasn't he? He was like well quick. He got fastest lap at the end. Right, it's Norris, Verstappen, Vettel, Gasly, Perez, Leclerc, Stroll, Russell, Ricciardo, Sainz, Latifi, Ocon, Alonso. Hamilton has gone purple first sector. So I wouldn't be surprised if Hamilton moses on into the lead. Mate, Lando is just quick. Damn. We'll see. Goes green middle sector, so wasn't quickest in the middle. Oh, I think Hamilton's pulled out of his lap. Yeah, he's pulled out of his lap, definitely. Lando replay. Getting a bit too much sausage. I reckon. There we go, yep. Watch the sausage, Lando. Maybe it helps get the car turned in, getting a bit of sausage curb. I don't know. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. Yeah, I'm 45 seconds delayed, hence why I've got the timer up here. Okay? There's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. Soz. Right, Hamilton's going for another push lap. So again, it's currently Norris from Verstappen, Vettel, Gasly, Perez, Leclerc, Stroll, Russell, Ricciardo, Sainz, Latifi, Ocon, Alonso, Hamilton, Bottas. Hamilton goes 2 tenths up on Sainz, but is actually a slower first sector, so that's not great. Mate, Lando is looking... Whew. 1.758 seconds faster than his teammate. Over a tenth quicker than Verstappen. In the wet. That's a madness. If he can convert that in Q3, could be onto a good thing, yeah? Could be onto a good thing. Right. How's Lewis doing? Ocon and Bottas are both up on their PBs first sector, but nothing special by the looks of it. Hamilton, yeah. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Again, 6 and a bit minutes on the session, so where are you going, Lewis Hamilton? Hamilton. That Mercedes, when it's going quick, just looks so planted to the road. It's actually mad. Right. Hamilton comes through the final chicane, puts it P7. Not great. Not great, Lewis. Bottas goes P9. Mercedes, where you at? Ocon goes P14. Terrible. The Alpines have no pace. They're 14 and 15, Ocon and Alonso. Yikes. Ricciardo is gone green first and second sector. Where's he going to put it? Come on, Daniel, please. Goes 5th. Okay. Still a second off of Norris, but 5th is 5th. Oh, why is that Alpine looking weird colour on my screen? They need to colour calibrate that camera. Wow, the Alpines are in the mud. Ocon 14, Alonso 15. Alonso 3/1000 slower than Ocon, but both a mile off. Whatever Alpine did was the wrong thing in their car setup. Alpine looks so weird. Stroll goes up to 7th. Bottas is now in the elimination zone. Valtteri bloody Bottas. Verstappen goes quickest. All right. Verstappen and Norris just seem to be operating on a different level right here. Perez goes 3rd. 6.5 tenths off of Verstappen, but pretty good. Okay, Red Bull are actually looking quite strong here. Mercedes aren't looking strong at all. Yikes. Damn. To be fair, I mean, Bottas only went 2 tenths slower than Lewis. Hamilton's 9th, Bottas is 11th. Mad. Sainz goes purple first sector, up the Sainz, come on. Just don't bottle. Oh, that was a bit sketchy. Come on, Carlos. Oh, come on. He's drifting. Sainz 7th. Not amazing. That puts Leclerc in the drop zone. Mercedes know that they need to get some better lap times in for both cars. Could it ruin their Q3? Maybe. I'm not sure what like tyre allocation and all that. It just depends if it dries up any more than it is, because there is a dry line forming. You can see it, but I still don't think the track will be, you know, in slick conditions by Q3. I'll be surprised. Leclerc on green, first and second sector. This should be a pretty good time. Should probably go faster than Science here. Goes fourth. GG Charles. Very good. That'll do. That should do nicely. Vettel and Gasly on outlaps. I mean, the gaps between Vettel down to Hamilton, because Hamilton's in the drop zone now. Hamilton and Bottas both in the drop zone. The drop zone is Hamilton 11, Bottas 12, Latifi 13, Ocon 14, Alonso 15. Vettel looks like he's winding up. No, he's going back. Oh, no, he is. I thought he was going in the pits, but he's just doing an extra cut back line into the final corner. Right, Vettel's going for another lap. I think he needs to. It's a good idea to. Don't rest on your laurels, Sebi. Looks like he might get a bit of a troll. A slipstream off of Stroll. That's what I meant to say. A troll. Or a toe. No, I meant to say toe off of Stroll, and I said troll. Alonso, get out of Seb's way. There we go. Good. Vettel, purple first sector. 4/10 up on Verstappen. Right. Obviously, the toe helped. Lance helped Sebi out there. Big time. But also, maybe the track's getting quicker, although Seb goes very wide to turn 8. But he's all right. He's kept it on the track. Seb is looking pacey. Pacey. Aston Martin timed that well, though. Putting Lance out. Lance is 9th. He probably will get knocked out here. But I think team game, give Vettel a bit of toe. Bit of slipstream. He's gone purple first sector. How's his middle? Then? Come on. Green. It's only a 10th. Just over a 10th down on Verstappen. So Seb's looking comfortably through here. Thank you, 89p13, for the 20 rupees, I believe that is. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you. Much love to you, 89p13. Hamilton purple first sector. Here we go. Right, the time should start tumbling, I reckon, here. Oh, it's anyone's guess. I think the Alpines are both out, but other than that, I haven't got a Scooby. I can't help thinking Ricciardo's probably going to get knocked out as well, because that tends to happen in Q2. Right, Hamilton purple first sector. Verstappen goes quickest. 156.5. Stroll is probably out. He's finished, but he's only 9th. And there's a lot of quicker cars on track. The track is definitely drying. It might be slick conditions for Q3, Right, Perez goes 3rd, 156.8. Verstappen is also finished. So Perez 3 tenths behind Verstappen, not bad. That's fine for Q2. They should both be through comfortably. Vettel again 2.5 tenths behind Verstappen. He should be through. Norris might want another run. Probably doesn't need it though. The gap between Norris in 4th and Leclerc in 5th is like 7 tenths. Latifi goes 7th. Will that be enough? I mean, Hamilton Bottas will improve. Russell will probably improve. It might be enough, but I'd be surprised. Norris goes quickest. 156.0. Lando. Mate, joke. Russell 5th. 156.9. Only a 10th, not even a 10th slower than Perez in a Red Bull. That's insane. Hamilton 2nd. Right, Science drop zone. Science has got to improve. Bottas has to improve. Science is out. I thought Science was going to be 3rd, and he's out. Oh dear, Carlos. Right, Science is out. Stroll is out. Bottas needs to improve. Ricciardo needs to improve, or he's out. If Ricciardo gets out qualified by Latifi, that is huge egg on face. Latifi might actually get... Right, okay. Ocon goes 9th. Go on, Esteban. Ricciardo needs to improve. Charles is at risk here. If Ricciardo improves relative to Charles, then Charles is out. Charles is coming across the line now. Charles stays 10th. Ricciardo is right behind. Daniel Ricciardo, can he get through? He goes 9th. Charles is out. Both Ferraris out in Q2. Alonso could put his teammate out here, though. He might well do, He might well do. No, he doesn't. 14th Alonso. Ocon 10th. Ocon squeezes through. Leclerc, Latifi, Sainz, Alonso and Stroll are all out. Damn. Both Ferraris out in Q2. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. Wow. Turns out I was incredibly wrong by predicting Carlos Sainz P3. Right. Sorry, Carlos. I must have done the old curse on you there, mate. Right. Stroll, Alonso, Sainz, Latifi, Leclerc. Stroll, Alonso. Damn. Mate, I thought for a second Latifi was getting into Q3. But Latifi sandwich between both Ferraris. Fair play, Nicholas. Fair play. Fair bloody play. But Williams just, I don't know, they've switched their car performance on for this. Right, I need to save this as a PNG. Q3. Oh, all right. This is interesting. This is, yeah, unpredictable. Like I said. Why won't it let me? Right, what are you doing, Photoshop? Stop being a twat. Oh my God, really? Okay, there we go. Right, Q3. Boom. 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 There we go. Leclerc, Latifi, Sainz, Alonso, Stroll. Stroll, to be fair, Lance very much sacrificed himself for Vettel. Did Vettel need the time that he gained from the toe off of Stroll? I don't know, to be honest. But fair play, Lance, playing the team game. Can't argue with that. Right, where did everyone else finish? Where did everyone else finish? I think Gasly was fourth. Gasly was fourth. Okay, so you had Lando, Lewis, Valtteri, Pierre, Max, Seb was sixth, Sergio, George, Daniel, Esteban. Shout out Ocon. Fair play. Ocon went 8 tenths quicker than Alonso. Out-qualified him. I think they're bang level in quali now. That would be 6-all. George, Q3 for the second time this year. Sergio and Max, 5th and 7th. Not again, the track's kind of changing, isn't it? Pierre Gasly, P4. Quicker than both Red Bulls. Gasly quicker. The AlphaTauri quicker than both Red Bulls. Who's the real sister team now, eh? Who's the real junior team? Is it third time for George? I thought we'd only got to Q3 once. I'm obviously wrong because 2 of you have said it. So, didn't he get close once but did not make it? Oh, I don't know. I'm probably wrong. Lando could well get pole here. And it's all well and good, like saying, fair play Daniel Ricciardo getting through to Q3, but Lando is the quickest driver on track right now in these conditions. Pretty decent. I mean, look, again, I've heard on the grapevine, Lando definitely does have a priority access to, parts and that relative to Daniel. But it's impossible to know how much of a gap that justifies or that explains, And I don't even know if that's true. That's just what I've heard. But yeah, Lando's looking double decent. Woo! All right. Big energy, chat. Come on. Bring the energy. Come on. You want to see some Minton? Come on, mate. Bring the energy, Minton. Come on, no time for sleep, boy. Come on. Yes. Yes. Again. Look how beautiful he is. Minton energy. Why are you so tired? It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Minton. You're such a teenager. Look at him. Yay. Right, say bye to everyone. Goodbye. You're shattered, mate. And your breath stinks as well. I need to brush your teeth. Right, cool. Whew. Mate, could Lando actually put it on pole? If he's going to do it, it's today. If it's going to happen. I want to see what tyres people are putting on. Oh, sorry, I've seen some generosity in the live chat and I missed it. Thank you, Jasper, for joining Friends of Tommo. Lance missed the... he almost got to set a second lap, but he just missed. That's a shame. That is a shame. Yeah, thank you, Jasper, for joining Friends of Tommo. Thank you, Daniel, for the $5. Can you wish my dad, David, a great day? Of course, David. Have a sick day, mate. Hope you're well. Thank you, Daniel, for the $5. Hope you're enjoying Q3. This should be good energy. Has it started raining again? Yeah, it looks like it has, yeah. Wet tyres. The rain is back. I mean, this is anyone's... This could be anyone's pole position because it just depends on track position, where and when the rain's coming. Mad. Thank you, Dave, as well, for the 5 CHFs. Lando is so good. It's so incredible that we so underestimated the McLaren duo, Sainz and Norris. It's true. Sainz is a great driver. Lando said it himself. I think we underrated how good Carlos actually was. And then you look at how far Daniel is off of Carlos. Yeah, Carlos ran Lando close their whole time together, didn't they? Well, Doug Breed is minting. He's a miniature Dachshund sausage dog. I don't like how Dachshund sounds, though. So Mercedes are on a mad one with the tyres. Make sure you don't fit the wrong ones, Mercedes. Come on. Yeah, what's everyone doing? The session started. Hang on. I need to get my timer set. I'm going to do that. So hopefully that should... Seb's calling for a red flag. Yeah, I mean, if it's too much, then they should definitely red flag it and just calm down a bit, chill out. If they are getting worse, then Norris, yeah, Norris complaining of aquaplaning. Once drivers start aquaplaning, I think then you've got to red flag it because that's just sketchy. Lando's putting a lap time in. Lando's going to put a time in. Or, no. Oh, that wasn't a time. That was just his out lap. Oh, dear. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't go wrong. Thank you, Alex, for the $4.99 dollars from Atlanta. Oh. Oh, huge crash for Lando at Eau Rouge. Oh, God. Yeah, they should have red flagged that. What are they doing? Fuck's sake. Vettel said it. You got to red flag the session. If drivers are aquaplaning, you got to red flag it. That's a joke. That's a fucking joke. Vettel pulls up next to him. Make sure he's alright. He's alright. He's alright. That's a big accident. Huge accident. Cheers, Guy, for the 449. Money on Villa and West Ham. Hopefully it don't let you down, mate. Big up, Guy. Appreciate the support, man. Thank you. It's just it pisses me off that it has to come to this to get red flagged when it's clearly like you've got multiple drivers saying red flag. Lando's talking. As soon as you're talking about aquaplaning, you can't run a session when people are aquaplaning because then that's completely unpredictable. But yeah, Lando's fine. That is a huge crash though. We couldn't see it from the TV feed because of the angle. I mean, Lando's on board. So it's approaching. There's so much water. It's so much water. But he just loses it going up, yeah. Just kind of loses it to correct, yeah. I mean, it was always going to happen, wasn't it? Cheers, Hot Spinach, for the $5 as well. Appreciate it, pal. I mean, if the FIA, right, if they're gonna let the session go, if they're not gonna red flag the session, you can't expect the drivers to not be pushing 100%. Like, it's in their nature. But yeah, you can't see it from that angle. I mean, the car's absolutely destroyed. The car is absolutely destroyed. That'll be... He might not even be able to start the race tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised. Damn. So, big crash from Lando in Q3 at the start. Session has been red flagged. His car's destroyed. Such a shame as well, because that was Lando's opportunity. I think if they'd have just... red flag the session, give it a bit of time. Vettel said it. Yeah, I don't know if it's still... Is it still raining now? It's hard to tell. Kind of in and out, innit? It wasn't... It's easy in hindsight. Obviously, I know it's easy in hindsight to say the fact that, a driver had already mentioned their thoughts, but obviously Lando started his lap. It's one of them that obviously... Caution from McLaren probably in hindsight is the better thing to do, but if the session isn't going to be red flagged, if the session's live and it's wet, Well, I guess we'll be waiting for a bit now. I don't know if... Yeah, I mean, it's just a rubbish situation, isn't it? Regardless of the driver, like, it's a shame. Especially, obviously, Lando was looking so quick as well. Obviously, he's all right. That's the main thing. I guess we're just going to have to sit tight for the minute. They're just about to play Seb's radio, from my ears anyway. Yeah, Seb's not happy. I get it. I completely get it. If you've got one driver saying get the red flags out, another driver saying there's aquaplaning, for me, that's all race direction needs to hear. I think that's fair. You agree? I think that's pretty fair. Sucks, man. Not good. Not good. But yeah, Lando's alright. He'll obviously have to have, the standard checks. Yeah, he's just got out of the medical car. He'll be alright. That's the main thing. Jeez. Yeah, it's doubly frustrating, isn't it? It just feels like that one's kind of avoidable in terms of like if we're immediately I don't know, I think that's fair. Do you not agree? Like if you've got one driver saying get the red flags out, another driver talking about aquaplaning. Like Lando doesn't, like when he actually crashed, that's not an aquaplane. It's just, it's just so wet and you're going through the quickest, highest speed, corner in Formula One. I know it's easy to say in hindsight, but, that's why I said... You've got to go, like, again, if the FIA aren't red flagging the sessions, the drivers will go full send into every corner. It's Q3 in Formula One. Frustrating. Thank you, Rosalie, for the $5. Just going to jab at that. You're probably running 310 kph on Eau Rouge. And if one of the drivers says the car is aquaplaning, you got to stop. Yeah, I agree. Well, that's going to be a controversial topic, I think, moving forward. Well, it's going to be not controversial, but a big talking point. McLaren are going to have their work cut out to get that car ready for tomorrow. No, I mean, ultimately, Lando did drop it. But obviously, if you've got a 4 times world champion of Seb's experience saying red flag, I think you need to listen. You know what I mean? The amount of experience Seb's had, the amount how good Seb is in the rain as well. In the same way that drivers in the past have spoken out, Senna, Stewart, Lauda, when the conditions, the most experienced drivers haven't been afraid to, and I think the younger drivers typically probably a bit, more like they'll just go for it. Whereas obviously Seb's been there, done that, raced in every and all kinds of conditions that we've seen. And if he's saying, get a red flag out, I think, Seb's the bloody joint head of the drivers, like, whatever you think of Sebastian Vettel ability-wise right now, that's irrelevant. His experience, the fact what he's done in the sport, the amount of time he's been in the sport, the success he's had, like, when you consider everything, like, you have to be listening to him. You know what I mean? But yeah, sucks. But yeah, Lando's alright, that's the main thing. Big crash, Eau Rouge, but yeah. Yes. But the thing is as well, like, with this crash, obviously, Lando's dropped it, he's crashed, it's a big accident. The fact that this is qualifying means that Seb was way back, so there was no risk of a second incident. There's no risk of a second hit. For me, this incident, just in isolation, isn't a good, what we're talking about with the safety of Eau Rouge. Like, this kind of crash could happen at any high-speed corner. And where Lando ended up, because it was qualifying, didn't really matter because Seb was miles back. He was never going to get hit by a second car. But obviously in a race, when you look at where Lando's ended up, I mean, what happened to Antoine? He was caught out, he hit, and ended up in a similar position to where Lando ended up here. The problem was it was in a race. So then the second car comes in, No idea when the session will restart, because obviously it's the rain, but also, like, I don't know if it's dried up a bit now, but then they've still got to repair the barrier. So I reckon we'll be here a while. But yeah, hang on, let me just change this. There we go. That'll do. Concise and to the point. But yeah, sketchy. Like, again, this incident in isolation, my issue is with the fact that the session wasn't red flagged before the crash happened. I know, obviously, the whole Eau Rouge thing. This does kind of illustrate it. Like, if that was in a... Imagine, let's just say for a second, imagine that's in a race, right? So Lando's dropped it, hit the wall, and it finishes... If you're watching it yourself, you can see where Lando ends up. Well, that's a very similar position to where Antoine Hubert ended up. And what I'm saying is, that's the issue with Eau Rouge, is that when Lando's having this crash, you should be allowed to have a crash at a high-speed corner and be well away from the track where you end up typically. You know what I mean? But the problem is there's very little space around that corner to extend. I understand that. But I just think they need, there is definitely a solution to extend the runoffs. I don't want the corner to change. I don't want that ribbon of tarmac to change, but I want the corner to change. That's the best way of putting it. I want the bit of tarmac they drive up to stay the same, but I want the surrounding to change so that if you do have a crash, you're not going to be punted back on to the racing line, I think that's a pretty reasonable ask. But yeah, they're cleaning up now. The tyre barrier's already pretty much back to normal. There's a lot of dirt on the floor. I'm guessing that's oil from Lando's car or petrol. So that's being cleaned up now. It looks like they've pretty much repaired all of the barriers already, which is good. But yeah, now they're just clearing up the track because obviously you can't afford to have any oil or petrol at the top of Eau Rouge Radion. That's the worst place to have even a little bit. So they need to they got to take their time to clear that up. Oh, thank you, Shay, mate. Appreciate that for the tenner. Love from Greenville. Are you following NASCAR? If so, do you think Denny Hammer will win his championship or retire as a new Mark Martin? So to be honest, I've never watched NASCAR. So I do recognise the names that you said, but I've never watched it. But I do follow some NASCAR livery designers on Twitter. And I do love the new generation NASCAR. I think the cars look great. The Camry is my favourite. The new Camry just looks beautiful. I mean, it's such a cool looking car. But yeah. Esteban covering the camera because he doesn't want to get... Esteban was chatting to his race engineer and he just covered the camera because it was on him. Brilliant. Is Dallara making the next gen NASCAR? There you go. Didn't know that. But yeah, big respect to Seb for saying what he said and acting in the way he did around this. I've seen a few people in chat say Seb's definitely I see Sebastian Vettel staying in Formula One beyond his career racing 100%, whether it's again having a more focused role. They were interviewing Alonso when Lando had his crash. Will McLaren fix it in time? I don't know. It's a huge accident. There's very little of that car left that can be salvaged, so not great. But yeah, I could definitely see not even as a team principal. I think he clearly cares. Some drivers care more than others about these kind of things, and you add again Jackie Stewart, Niki Lauda, Ayrton Senna, drivers who have been particularly vocal about things, and this isn't the only time. Seb's again, he's head of the Drivers Association for a reason, But yeah, it's just a shame it ended like that, innit? Regardless of obviously it's annoying that Lando lost his potential pole position. Could have the way he was driving, phenomenal. But yeah, that could also end up ruining his whole weekend. He might not get to race at all tomorrow. Hard to say, but yeah, it looks like it is still raining. Yeah, it is still raining, definitely. I don't think this session's starting anytime soon, to be honest. I think we might be here for a while. Settle in, everyone. I mean, I'm in no immediate rush. I do need to actually check because I'm seeing some mates later. Yeah, as long as we're wrapped by 5 o'clock, 5:30 at the very latest. No, 5. Then I'll stick around. Actually, yeah, West Ham. How are we doing? We're playing Palace today. Right, Man City 1-5-0. I know that already. 0-0. West Ham, Leicester. Sorry, West Ham Palace. Leicester 1-0 up against Norwich. Villa 1, Brentford 1, Brighton 0, Everton 0, Newcastle 0, Southampton 0. If you care about football, then there you go. Thank you, Daniel, for the 5, mate. Appreciate it. It's time for that corner. It's time for that corner to go. All it took was another car coming over that crest and T-boning Lando. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But again, I don't think it's a runoff. It's a barrier issue rather than the strip of tarmac itself. I don't want to see Eau Rouge Raidillon go. I want to see the drivers continuing to go up that right-left. But I think there is more that they can do to, optimise the kind of the outside of the track, But yeah. Can Lando race tomorrow? Again, I'm not sure. If I had to put money on it, I'd say probably not, because that car, I mean, if McLaren can turn around a fresh car for Lando for tomorrow, then I will be gobsmacked. I mean, again, you're that is the issue, right? Because where Lando finishes, he's literally, where the car comes to a standstill is that, because that runoff area, he hits the wall and then is put across the track. That's the kind of issue, Yeah. Sucks. Thank you, Got No Waffles, for the $4.99. Morning from LA. What have I missed so far? Well, Lando's crashed. As this is the brief lowdown. Lando had a huge accident. The track was very, very wet. Vettel was calling for a red flag. Lando was talking about aquaplaning. Wasn't red flagged. Push lap. First car to push lap. Up Eau Rouge, Raidillon, whatever you want to call it, and drops it. Hits the wall, and he's out. And whether he'll be able to race tomorrow or not, I do not know. If the session doesn't restart, how will they decide the grid? I honestly don't know. I guess they'll go off Q2 maybe. I don't know. Does anyone know what the if qualifying doesn't restart, if the rain stays as bad as it has been, because it is still raining a bit. It's hard to tell if it's raining a lot or just a bit. I mean, there is a lot of water on the track. It's like we ask for rain, we never get it, and then when we do get it, it just ruins. It's too much, and it just ruins quali. They take Q2, yeah, fair. Well, how are the old Q2? Let's have a look. What are you doing, F1 website? Why are you being a pain? I'm not sure what the Q2 finishes were. I just want to try and find the Q2 classification. There we go. I found it. All right. Let me just do screen share. That one. Cool. I mean, this is how. This is how Q2 finished. If the session doesn't restart, then Lando will start on pole position tomorrow. I don't know if the session is going to restart. It still looks like it's absolutely lashing down, or pissing down, as I'd put it. This is how Q2 finished. So it would be Lando, Lewis, Valtteri, Gasly, Verstappen, Vettel, Perez, Russell. I mean, that's a great. I'd love to see that. I'd be happy with that. And if it meant, like, if it is going to continue to pummel down with rain, then I could deal with that. I guess, yeah, they could move quali to. I don't know what's the weather due to be like tomorrow at Spa. Do we know? Like, is it meant to be the same again? You know what I mean? Same as today, or worse. Damn. Oh yeah, and obviously Bottas will take his penalty, so Gasly would start third. Big up man like Pierre. Yeah. I'm steady rain all day and also chucking it down all day. Oh. But yeah, Lando would probably have to start from the pit lane, wouldn't he? It's true what Brundle's saying. Like, when all the cars are out on track, you know, in race condition, obviously they're all got their wet tyres on, they're all dispersing the water from the track. So it means it does dry quicker. Whereas in qualifying, you've got one at a time. You know, the car disperses rain, but then more falls behind it. And you've got like good 7-8 second gaps between each car. So I understand. I get it. I get it. I understand it. Right, I'm just going to the toilet, everyone. We've been here a long time, and it's going to be going over the 2 hour mark, so I need a wee wee. I'll be right back. I want to have a go on that go-kart track. I'm not going to lie. I want to have a go on that go-kart track next to Spa. Right. Look, something you got to remember as well. You know, if the session's not being red flagged, the drivers are going to push. And the drivers aren't just racing for themselves. They're racing for every single man, woman, child, whoever you identify as in the background, who supports, who works on the car, who's part of that team. It's their job. That's what they're designed to do. You know, drivers are going to push. It's in their nature. I didn't tweet Melina, I just retweeted, okay? I treated myself to a little cheeky poo as well. You know what I mean? It is just frustrating, isn't it? You just feel like that one could have been avoided. But yeah, I'm guessing there's not been any word on when it's restarting, right? They need to get everyone who's parked to drive around. You know what they did in Turkey when they got random people to drive around the track to try and clear the water? Oh, well, no, that was to try and rubber up the track, wasn't it? That wasn't to try and clear the water, to be fair. But that would clear the water. Well, GPDA should be really thinking about this race tomorrow. Look, it's one of them that if it's raining too much, then the race shouldn't go ahead. You know. I know we all want F1. This is what we live for. You know. But at the same time, like, there's a time and a place for the risk, and well, I don't like the level of risk. You know. Hope everyone's staying hydrated. I haven't got much water left in this bowl. Oh, I need to change the battery on my camera as well. Well, cheers everyone who stuck around. I mean, 1,600 viewers still here. Appreciate you all. I'm just gonna... Actually, I'm gonna stick Be Right Back on, and I'm gonna fill my water up, and I'm gonna change the battery on this camera. So I'll be right back again. You can still hear me though. Goodbye. I do wonder if it'll restart. I do wonder. What's going on Twitter? Yeah, Josh is right. Put him in go-karts. Boom. Stick him in go-karts. That'll be fun. The lap times would be about 30 minutes each, but, you know. Hey! West Ham 1-0. Pablo 4-nows, baby. Come on. Have some of that. 4-nows has been unreal for us this year. And last year, to be fair, it was really good as well. Come on. Whew. You know what? While I'm waiting, I might as well... Can I actually get the West Ham game? Or is it a BT Sport game? I bet it's bloody BT Sport. Damn it. I would have just watched West Ham. But I can't. I don't have BT Sport, so... Pablo. Yeah, change stream to F1 and West Ham Watchalong. Twitter Watchalong. Thank you, Drew, for the £2. Is Quali still showing on Now TV? I cannot find it. Drew, if you just go to the Now TV guide and just go to Sky Sports F1 and open it, and it'll be on there. Thank you, Gabrielle, as well, for the 2 R's. Cheers from Brazil, mate. Love your content. Thank you, Gabrielle. Appreciate you, man. And hopefully we'll be racing at Interlagos soon. Because I love Interlagos. Great link-up play between Antonio and 4-nows. There you go. Antonio assist. If you haven't got him in your fancy Premier League, then you're mad. Oh, session restarts in 3 minutes, people in chat are saying. I haven't got that information yet, but I am on a delay, so I'm going to take your word for it. Race control. Session will resume at 16:45 local time. Boom. All right. Session is restarting, everyone. Good news. Right, let's get back onto... Yeah, there we go. And then this one. Cool. Right, so... let me just hide this for the minute. And then we'll get that restarted when the session starts. Good, happy days. George for P7 at least. I mean, unless Bottas puts it on pole. Yeah. George's starting position is looking pretty good. So yeah, we'll have Vettel, Russell, Hamilton, Bottas, Gasly, Verstappen, Perez, Ricciardo and Ocon all participating in this session. And we are restarting. Session is restarting. It will be restarting very soon. Very, very soon. Which is good news. I'm happy about this news. Actually, I can already set up my timer, can't I? Because it's 12-minute session, right? Oh no, we're only doing 8. Are they not just... I feel like they should just restart the whole session and just go back to the full 12 minutes rather than just running... 8:59. That's what I think anyway. I'm not saying anything about Russell. Okay? I was just stating the fact that he's at least going to start P9. Unless, he has a technical issue. I've already said it, so I can't take it back now. Right. Well, no, I mean, they wouldn't be restarting the session if they didn't, if the track wasn't deemed, and it looks like the rain has chilled out for now. We just need a 10-minute period where there's no rain. That's all we need. Crack on. All right. Okay, we're starting. Ocon's gone out first on soft tyres. Right, and I've got to try and work out my timer. Okay, so that'll be... 52 and then 54. Start. Is that right? Yes, done it. All right, cool. Q3 is live. Unfortunately, Lando is not partaking in Q3 because of the accident he had over his Radeon. He's okay though. Big shunt, but he is okay. Such a shame because could have been a pole for Lando. Genuinely could have been, but is what it is. He's okay. That's the main thing. Still a bit sketchy if you ask me from the FIA, but there you go. Looks like Red Bull are going on inters. That is green wall tyre for the Red Bull boys. Ocon went out on full wets, so it'd be interesting to see. Red Bull, is that a risk? Is that too big a risk? Right, you lot in the chat, I don't want any spoilers, so I'm going to make you small on my screen, and I'm not going to look at you. Sorry, chat, but I don't want spoilers. I'm just going to read it and call it as it is. Whew. Russell is also on wets as well. Vettel's on inters. Inters look, I mean, it looks wet. Inters seems like a very, very brave choice. I mean, most cars are on intermediates. Gasly, Vettel, Hamilton, Bottas, Verstappen and Perez are all on inters. I think Daniel's just chilling for the minute. No rain forecast. Yeah, Ocon's sticking inters on. Right, it's going to be inters. Yeah, this is going to be a weird one. There's only six and a bit minutes to go. You know, this is in these conditions, it's a 2-minute lap. Jeez. Yeah, you can't be following too closely behind. But it should improve as they go. I mean, the Mercedes are the... Well, Mercedes are sticking to the plan, whatever that may be. Right, Hamilton's going for it. Here we go. Q3. Into La Saucy Sauce. Nice wide line by Lewis. I reckon the cars behind him will be going quicker as he dissipates the water. Lewis is fine. He goes through. Makes it. It is crazy. Again, as the tyres warm up, should gradually see times tumbling down. But you got time for 3 laps. Is that police again? Classic Walthamstow. Right. Hamilton quicker than Bottas. And Bottas is behind him on track as well. I guess maybe he was, a bit sketchy from Lewis there. Verstappen goes purple first. Imagine like all of this and it just ends up being a Hambot Ver, or a Ham Ver bot, or a Verham bot. You know what I mean? After all of this, wouldn't be surprised. But there you go. Now, Verstappen's quickest first sector of the 3. Don't know how everyone else is doing. We'll see. We will see. 4 minutes 10 to go. Come on. Right. Lewis, yeah, it's looking like a 2 minute lap time. there or thereabouts. Lewis puts a 2:01.552. That is the first benchmark. Bottas 1.19 seconds back. Second sector ends up 1.5 seconds behind Lewis. Damn. 1.5 seconds. That's a lot of time. Verstappen was quickest first sector, not quickest second though. Max goes a second behind Lewis still, but half a second quicker than Bottas. Vettel's only 0.2 off of Bottas. Pretty bad, pretty decent. Perez slower than Vettel. Perez a lot slower than Vettel, 0.7 off of the back of Sebastian Vettel. Not a great lap from Sergio. It's Ham-Verbot so far. Gasly goes quicker than Perez, but slower than Vettel. 0.2 quicker than Perez, the man who will have the Red Bull seat for 2022. But that's a great time from Vettel. Yeah, true. It's only, yeah, you get 2 runs. This is a charge run. Ricciardo, not very quick. Actually, Ricciardo half a tenth slower than Perez. So not much in that at all, but Perez looks like he's on a quick lap now. Ocon, 8th, goes slower. Ooh, yeah, not a second slower than Ricciardo Ocon, so yeah, that Alpine doesn't seem to have the performance here. George still hasn't put a time in yet, so we're still waiting for Georgie boy. Yeah, everyone's going to have to... Because it's such a long lap, Spa, and because we had a shortened session as well. Okay, Perez has gone quick, first and second sector. Perez has gone very quick. But, yeah, actually, Perez is going full send on this lap. But again, he's clearing the track for everyone else to go quicker. But he might actually go P1 here. We tie it. No, he goes second. But you've got to expect Max will put a quicker time in because the track is coming. Perez isn't going to be able to set another lap time. Hamilton's going for it. Ho-ho! Right. I'm bringing this screen over here so I can't see live chat, spoiling it for me. Right, if you don't want to get spoilers, don't look at live chat. Because I'm about 35 seconds behind live feed. 45 seconds, I mean. Hamilton is improving. He's 0.176 up on his previous lap time. George Russell, purple first sector. What? Are you sure? Georgie boy, steady on. He's got quicker than bloody Lewis Hamilton in the first sector. What's going on here? All right. Okay. Right, Ocon improves to P7. Only goes quicker than Ricciardo. Oh. Mate. George, steady on. Calm down. He must have got a toe. He must have got a toe first sector, George. Must have. And fair play. He didn't have his teammate to give him a toe. Purple middle sector, George Russell! What? What? George bloody Russell, what are you doing? You can't do this. Okay, George, Hamilton takes middle. Hamilton takes purple middle sector. Hamilton takes purple. What is going on? Come on, George. Nail the lap, please. George goes P. George P1 by 1.5 seconds. Where's Lewis Hamilton? Lewis, don't do it. Let him have it. P2. Oh my God, no. Russell's P1. Russell is P1. Russell is P1. What? By thousandths of a second. Perez P3, 2 seconds off. Vettel P3. What is going on? Oh my God. No! Max took P1 off of George. Oh my God. Gasly P5. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. Verstappen, Russell, Hamilton, Vettel, Gasly, Perez, Ricciardo P4. Daniel Ricciardo P4. Fair fucking play. Oh my God. What is happening? No. Oh my God. George Russell P2 in a Williams. Oh my God. I'm shaking. I'm actually shaking. I can't believe this. Mate, Hamilton 13 1,000ths behind George Russell. George is vibing. Oh my goodness gracious me. But I tell you what, that did have Norris pole written all over it. It is such a shame that ended as it did, but oh my God. What? I'm actually shocked. Who was ninth? I don't even know who was ninth and eighth. What is going on? Oh my God. I'm actually shocked. George P2. What is this sport? What is this sport? Wait, Perez 7th, Bottas 8th. Oh my. Oh. I don't know what to say. I'm just making sure these are all correct. No, wait, what? Gasly 6, Perez 7, Vettel, yeah. Oh my God, I can't believe what's just happened. What's he doing up there? What's he doing up there? Oh my God. I'm done. I can't. Thank you, Camille, for the $5. Now you have to do a shot of hot sauce for Russell in the front row. I don't have any hot sauce here, unfortunately. Oh my God. There's a half-drunk bottle of Prosecco here. I've got a... I don't know what to say. 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 This season is a joke. This season is a joke. I don't know what to say. I'm lost for words. Here he is. I gotta listen to this. George Russell. Oh my God! He's matched his best qualifying position in Formula One, but he's in a Williams. I'm sorry, if Mercedes don't get George, this kid is clearly generational talent. Clearly. You can't, naysayers, you gotta stop. You gotta stop, man. This kid's a joke. He's so good. It's like... Because this is one of them, right? Look, it's one of them quality sessions that actually... Like, it wasn't like he was the last Donny to start his lap. Like, Daniel Ricciardo had technically the best track conditions, and he still put a P4, which is fantastic. I mean, George finished his lap ahead of Lewis and still beat him. Technically, Lewis had a slightly better track to race on than George because George had cleared rain. Mad. Oh, yeah, how are West Ham doing as well? Still 1-0, cool. Sick. Everton are 1-0 up as well, to any Everton fans out there. Oh, my God. I'm done. Verstappen P1, fair play Max, smashed it, was about 3.5 attempts clear. George Russell, 13 1,000ths of a second ahead of Lewis Hamilton in the Williams. We were like, oh, sick, P12 Latifi, great job. Russell almost had pole. I can't. It's Ricciardo P4, fair play. He needs... Look, I still think Lando... If Lando doesn't crash, I think he's putting it on pole. I think he... You know, he seemed to be a bit quicker than Max throughout this Q1, Q2. Mad. Oh, Lewis is getting some booze. Drink to that, mate. Vettel P5, great job. We know Seb's quality in the wet. And, you know, again, big respect to Vettel for his actions today, for sure. Gasly P6. I was expecting a bit more from Gasly, I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised Gasly came up behind Ricciardo and Vettel. But when you consider where Tsunoda is, it's another demolition job. 12-0 in qualifying now. Perez P7. Look, it's one of them, like, it's wet. When you're not completely comfortable in the car, that's going to be amplified in these kind of conditions. But when your teammate's P1 and you're P7, look, let's be real. If it was Alex Albon in that, if that name was Albon, then we all know how much stick he'd be getting. Let's just say that. And rightly so. But yeah, P7 when your teammate's P1. It's not great, is it? Bottas P8. Oh, Valtteri, I'm sorry. Like, Valtteri, he seems like a really nice guy. But it's just the gap between him and Lewis, first and foremost. Yeah, Lewis is within thousandths of P2. He's P8. I want to get up the quality times. I've got that here. Hang on, 2 secs. It's not good enough. Not good enough. Addy's getting his 5-place grid drop as well. Not good enough. Ocon. I mean, he out-qualified Alonso quite comfortably. Got into Q3. Alpines just didn't look that great. So, fair play. Ocon, like, good job, I think. Can't ask much more than that. Yeah, happy birthday to Bottas, bless. Norris, again, I think Norris probably pole was on the cards, but wasn't meant to be. Right, let's... Oh, man. All right, here's a final classification. So Verstappen, take your phones off now. Three and a bit tenths clear of George Russell in a Williams. I haven't even looked at Twitter yet, but I know that's going to be a madness. Danny Rick. So you got a big gap here. That's a good 6.5. No, that's 7 tenths. Over 7 tenths. Pretty close. Couple of attempts. Big drop back here. Look at that. Gasly to Perez was a second. A whole second. Just under, but pretty much a whole second. Toyota Corolla. I remember when me and Hannah went travelling in Australia, I saw loads of these. And actually, I think they're nice looking cars. I actually think if there was a hot Corolla, like a GR Yaris, but a Corolla, 4-wheel drive, that'd be a sick little hot hatch. Anyway, I digress. Valtteri Bottas. So he's like 2.5 seconds slower than Lewis. It's just. I don't think the gaps we've seen, like between Lewis and Valtteri this year, have ever been as big. I don't know. Maybe I'm just falling victim to recency bias, but I feel like in the past, throughout most of the time, Valtteri would qualify ahead of Lewis maybe like 3 out of 10, maybe 4 out of 10 times. Lewis would typically dominate in the race, hence why he's won so many world titles. But in qualifying, it would be closer. But I don't know. I feel like this year it's just been a madness. And then, Ocon, I mean, a second back off of Bottas, but it's hard to judge that because the Alpine was, in the mud. He squeezed through. He only squeezed through into Q3 anyway. Unfortunately, it's not showing. I guess, yeah. It's a shame we don't have, I can go through Q1, Q2, Q3 here. That would be nice. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, and obviously Bottas. So Bottas's penalty will put him back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13th. So that means Ocon starts 8th. Norris, hopefully they can fix Lando's car. So they all get bumped up. Stroll will go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Stroll literally shouldn't have bothered. He was in the... Bless him. It was a shame for Lance because he helped out Vettel, get Vettel a tow, which has obviously helped... Oh, something's gone wrong apparently. Is that it? Are we done? Is that you going to reload? No? Okay, cool. But yeah, you might as well not have bothered. Latifi start 11. Fernando won't benefit from Bottas's drop down, but Fernando tends to have good starts, so I'm sure it'll be all right. Yeah. How is George Russell P2? I don't know either. Because that's the thing. Like, yes, I know, but that's a P2 on merit. That is a on merit. Okay, you could say Lando probably would have put it on pole. P3 on merit then. He beat Lewis, right? He's ahead of Lewis on track. He beat Lewis. He had more water to deal with. Maybe he had fresher tyres, I don't know. But at the same time, look, George Russell's not only beaten Lewis Hamilton, he's gone 2.5 seconds quicker than Valtteri Bottas. He's gone 2 seconds quicker than Sergio Perez. Guy's a joke, honestly. Thank you, Ryan Shaw, for becoming a friend of Tommo. That's madness. George was probably given a Merc with a Williams livery. Maybe. That would explain why Bottas is down here as well. Okay. Well, what more can I say? I've believed that George has been that deal's been done for a while now, and a performance like this isn't exactly going to hinder his chances, because if Mercedes don't go for Russell, then surely other teams must be like on him like a look. Who knows where Williams are going to be next year? Maybe Joscapito has sold George the dream, but George has to expect that Mercedes are going to be the team to be at. And he's always talked about, he's a Mercedes driver, being at a works team, like it's always going to have that appeal, even if Williams do go on and do good things from next year onwards. But, mad. Well, hopefully he can convert into a result tomorrow. Hopefully we get a race tomorrow. Hopefully it's not completely waterlogged. Hopefully Lando, he seems all right. Hopefully he can race tomorrow. It was a big, nasty shunt. But yeah, thank you, Matt, for the $5. Mega Saturday from Mr. Saturday. Once again. I mean, shout out Latifi, P12. When your teammate's finishing P2, it's still hard to be like, it's hard to roll out the carpet. But at the same time, it's still, he's still in a Ferrari sandwich. Pretty good. He'd have taken that beforehand. Thank you, Junior, as well, for the 35 Zars. Imagine George out qualifying Bottas by 2 seconds on Bottas' birthday. You know what's even madder than that? Imagine George out qualifying Bottas by 2.5 seconds. Not quite. 2.4. Crazy. Well, it's been 2.5 hours. It's been a wild ride. Thank you all so much for coming. Honestly, it's been a pleasure. I love doing these streams. There's over 3,000 of you are here still. Crazy. I guess everyone's seen the result and then come onto YouTube and found my stream. So thank you, everyone. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well, because then you can watch my other videos. Monday we'll do a post race. And you know what is gutting? If Spa actually does happen tomorrow, because again, if it gets waterlogged, rained off, whatever, I won't be able to watch the race. So I might have to just take a break from social media tomorrow and watch the Channel 4 highlights and just completely avoid Twitter. But yeah, I won't be able to watch the race tomorrow, which is a bit annoying, but there you go. You can't win them all. I might have to actually clip up my reaction to George, because that was pretty... Sorry to any headphone users, because I was very loud then, wasn't I? But yeah, right. We're done. Thank you again all for coming. I really do appreciate it. Again, if you are new here, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you double check, make sure you are. Thank you for all the support, honestly. I'm living my dream right now. The freedom that I have with this job is what I've always wanted. So thank you all, honestly. I've got some exciting things in the pipeline as well. Merchandise. Sorry, got a cough. Right. Cheers, everyone. Be good. Be happy. Be nice. Fingers crossed Spa is a banger tomorrow. And yeah. Ciao, adios. I'm done. I'm out of here. Goodbye.